Jason Eddy,
And just
Captain,
is what they're-
Jason Eddy, Captain of the Mesquite Fire Department.
So, Cap, this was your first deployment over this.
Yes, sir.
Talk to me about just what was your first impression when your boots were on the ground.
Well, it's rewarding getting over there. And of course, it's a long flight getting over there. You're tired, but you're so excited. The tiredness doesn't affect you. So we're just anxious to get over there, get our boots on the ground, and get to the fire stations where we can help those guys out.
What's it like? I mean,
Just like here, it's amazing. You know, the brotherhood we have here, the job we do here, it's neat to see once we get over there. It's the same thing.
how so? I mean,
Firefighting is firefighting. You know, equipment may look different. Some of the tools we use may be different, but we still do the same job. You know, whatever the emergency is, solve it.
what are some of the things that stood out in your mind that you got to do? So you were there for 6 days?
Right, correct.
So talk to me, what was the biggest thing that stood
Probably the
out?
neatest thing was once we got there is the guys that were working were on 24 shifts. They were on 24 hours, off 24 hours. Of course, they work shifts like us, which is on 24, off 48. Once we got there, they were able to go home. And, you know, they had a round table event. Guys were told, hey, you get to go home. And the guys that got to go home turned around and quickly thanked us, and that was pretty rewarding immediately when we got there. So that was neat to see.
Now, you did some apartment fires?
Some structure fires.
What was that like?
Again, similar to here, a lot of their things, they call it like steam out. You know, here we got wood that burns. There it's more masonry, concrete. So they do quick steam outs, put the fire out, put the hose up, let's go home.
Now, did you learn any of the words while you were there?
Very few. Language was difficult, but what's neat is they have a high school program where their volunteers from high schools come up. Of course, they teach the English in their schools, and so they help us a lot on translating and helping. You know, what do they mean by this? And so they would translate it for us and make sense of it for us.
Where were you based out of? What city? Do you remember?
We were on Ashdod.
And it's
Ashdod. It was in the south part.
and what size of city is this? You know,
It was about 120,000. So it was a little bit bigger, similar to Mesquite, a little bit bigger, but they had fewer guys that were responsible for that city.
what were the runs like?
Runs were real similar to this. You know, we would go on some medical, we would go on, trap people, we'd go on wrecks, we'd go on structure fires. That's like I say, once we get there, it's what's neat to see is how similar, here we fly all the way way around the world and we still see the similarity in our job as here as there.
And when people found out you're from America, what would they tell you? Like the people you were helping?
They would look at us like wondering what we were, and once they found out, it was gratitude. They were thankful to see us, and of course, we don't really want that. We want to be thankful that we can come help those guys.
So the Israeli people could tell that you were Americans.
Right. One of the biggest things, I guess, when we go over there, a lot of our gear, our helmets is traditional style helmets, and so we kind of stand out a little bit. Of course, the firemen over there love those helmets, and they want our helmets. They got more of a modern type helmet, so we were kind of stood out when we went out into the public because they could see our helmet was different.
And then after you finished fighting the firemen, would they? You know how kids always just love firefighters. I mean, is it the same? Is it the same way there?
Sure, you bet.
So what we're talking about there, what were the kids like when you got there?
The kids were great. Same thing. We hate that mystique of a fireman being a hero because we're not. We do a job that we've been called to do, and so they're coming up, just gratitude and thinking, and of course, just like here, the kids want to see the equipment. They really don't want to see us. They want to see the fire engines. Stand up, let them see the equipment, let them see the tools, and then they're off and running to another event.
What did it mean for you to have this opportunity, Captain?
This was my second time to go. The first time I went was for a training event, so this was the first deployment. Training was a lot of fun because I got to do more experience on meeting more and more people going around. In deployment, we we're given a station to go to, and that makes it more rewarding. We got an assignment to do, we got a job to do. Again, getting into that station, letting the guys go home to their families. That was the biggest rewarding part. For us, the most unfortunate part, because we wanted to go fight the big fires, the Israeli firemen did such a great job. They knocked a lot of the big stuff down even before we got our boots on the ground.
You mentioned the equipment. Where do you guys get your equipment when you go over there? I mean, do you take the standard stuff you have here, or you get issue different equipment? Where does the gear come from that you guys use?
We'll take our basic gear with us, but then once we're there, we use